Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm excited for this video. This is probably the most OP technique I've seen for scoring goals on FC 26 yet. The driven ground cross. L1, R1, double tap square. It is OP. I'm going to talk you through how to set it up, talk you through some of the stats you need for players, and I'm going to show you loads of examples of me scoring lots of goals with it and why it's so good. This is the best way I've found of scoring. It's not a broken bug or glitch. It's not cheesing anyone. You have to work the way into the position, but when you get there, it's OP. It's so good, and it's very hard for people to defend. I started doing it a couple of nights ago. I've started scoring a lot of goals around it. I'll show you some of the stats for players that use it. I've not actually played a game yet with this team. I've been playing a lot of draft. I did play some rivals, and then I've built this team now. I like this cross that much that I've gone into a somewhat 4-4-2. It's a 4-1-3-2. Not tried this formation out yet. It's 4-4-2 basically, but instead of two centre mid CDM. I wanted to see Pedri as a deep line playmaker. Pedri and Mariona are playmakers. I wanted to try Mariona out as playmaker, and I didn't want two playmakers, thought it'd be a bit attacking. So I've put Pedri as the deep line playmaker. I'll test it out. But I like this cross. That Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC 26? Do you want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a huge 8% discount. Check out iggm.com today. Much. It's not the only reason I want to use formation, of course, but I want two wingers, and then I want two strikers to get on the end of it. It's insane in draft. I've scored a few in rivals with it as well. I had Saka before. Whipped pass. Is it whipped pass or cross? I don't know what they call it. Whipped pass makes it better, but you do not need this. Sure, I would rather have whipped pass than not. The normal or the plus definitely makes it a bit better, but I've scored plenty with players who don't have it doing the cross. Any formation that has two strikers in the middle is going to do better because there's going to be more players to get on the end of it. You're going to need wingers generally. I have scored some though with fullbacks overlapping and crossing. I don't play attacking wing back because I think it just leaves you too much, but there are times where you get a nice overlap. I play wing backs this year. Some people will be playing fullback defend. I prefer wing back. I think it offers you a little more going forward, but they're still defensively very good. So make of that what you will. In terms of the stats, some of the things you're going to want. Pace is useful because if you have the pace, you're going to be able to get in behind down the wing and get into the position to cross it. Good dribbling, obviously, to set it up. The crossing stat sure helps. I don't think it's essential, which is a bit weird, but it definitely helps. And ideally, the person crossing it will be on the strong foot. So a right footer on the right, a left footer on the left, or 5-star weak foot. 4-star weak foot works pretty well too. Saka was, whilst he did have a whip pass plus, was doing on his weak foot. It works amazing. I don't think you need any particular setup in terms of the player roles. I've got inside forward on both of my wingers, and they still get in the position to do it. So let's get into a bunch of the clips and show you. It's lots of clips to show you. Genuinely, godsend this, the best way to score goals in my opinion. Other than kickoff. So you can see me there. This isn't a draft, I'm pretty sure. Messing around here. Get to the wing. A lot of the time, people on the fullback don't let you cut inside. They expect you to turn back. Most wingers on the game tend to be a left footer on the right or a left footer on the right or a right footer on the left. So they cut in. Most good attackers on this game have at least a 4-star weak foot. They let you go down the wing, generally speaking. If you know how to do this cross, that is beautiful. You want them to let you go down the wing. So you can see there, cross it in. It's easy. We'll watch that again. You might be thinking, oh, that's R9 Zell. Of course, R9's got moving. I've got loads of clips of different players. But yeah, just burst past them. The striker just always seems to get in front. It seems really hard because the attackers just make such better runs than the strikers, in my opinion. When the strikers are making such good runs, darting in front of the fullback, it's really hard to defend it because you don't want to just AI defend the wing because then they can burst past you and get into great positions. You also want to mark passes on the edge of the box or passes into the box. So it's really hard to mark this cross. So there Mariano just nips past. I don't end up scoring. Oh, I do end up scoring this one again. You can see it works for shorter ones. It works for ones at the back post. The thing is, you might think, oh, well, Nathan, you could have just used a driven pass there. A driven pass or a normal double tap don't work as well. They're not as effective and quick. Watch another. There, just lands at his foot. That's the other thing. It weren't even a great cross there in the sense of it maybe could have been intercepted, but the ball tends to lock on to the attackers more than the defenders. Again, it's very hard to defend this. I don't think it's a bug. I don't think it's a glitch or anything, but it's just so good. Okay, go in front again. He should have used his left, but again, locking on to the defender. I'd honestly say, once I get into that crossing position, 80% of the time, people give you that position, and nearly all the time, someone's wide open. But I've not tried it in formations without wingers. I think that's probably going to be pretty key. See there, watch this again. I missed the chance. You do have to make the right shot selection, but just watch the attackers run. So, right now, if you look, R9's not in a position to take this. I'm going to unpause it. Watch where R9 goes. So R9 just peels in front. You will sometimes get that the attacker gets a bit close and the keeper has an advantage of saving it. But you get the point I'm making. The attacker just always seems to make much better runs. If you can get a few tricks up your sleeve so you can figure out how to get in behind against people. Again there. I messed up the shot. That was just poor shot by me. But again, easy position. The attacker wins it. If you can get good at cutting down the wing, having some tricks, it's going to make this even better. And the other thing is, if they start marking it, great. You can just cut inside easy. R9 again, makes a great run. I'm not going to highlight each clip for quite as long now, but I think you can see the power of it. Again there, I probably there can just do a normal pass. I just wanted to test would the cross work. It does. And opening up the game with this level of wing play makes it so much better. You get so much more space elsewhere. Again, great movement by Mariona. She gets in front. We'll see if we've got a clip. Well, I know we have a clip with someone who's, yeah, it's from a different draft, so it's not R9 up front. So we're just getting behind here with Rafinha. You can see there the attacker's runs. I messed up the shot. If I'd have gone the other corner, it's a goal. But again, they just make unreal runs. The defenders never seem to mark it. And there's normally a lot of space in behind to get into these positions as well. Again, I messed up the shot. I should have gone the opposite corner. But if I'd have picked the right shot, nearly all of these would be guaranteed goals. I'm not sure what he was doing defensively there, to be fair. Again, did it there. Works a treat. This is my right back now, Aina overlapping. Crazy finish to be fair, but you can see there the right back doing it. They can get involved. Beautiful again, but watch this one. This is the key one where I'm talking about that people don't mark you going down the wing. You obviously think I'm going to cut back there. And then there, I know I made the run. It's so free. L1, R1, square, square. Or LB, RB, double tap X on Xbox. Doesn't mark it. Gets in front again. So one or two more and then we'll be finished. It just completely opens up the game, really, because it allows so much more space elsewhere. I've seen crossing at times be decent. There's Saka. Beautiful run again there from Pinner. I've seen, some crosses at times do a bit, but I've not seen any in-the-air crosses seem that OP. This cross, though, I don't even know if it's new this year or not. It is insane. It's the best way I found of scoring on this game. Defenders really struggle to mark it. And if they do mark it, you've got complete freedom on the wing to cut inside, square it to someone else. Yeah, you see that what I'm seeing, I'm hoping here. As always, I do appreciate tuning in. Let me know how this gets on for you. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.